Hi everyone, welcome back to Gillian at Mystic Healing Therapies. Today I'm going to talk about Ascension symptoms again, and just a quick video to give my take on this. So quite a few people are telling me in friendship circles, etc., that they're experiencing headaches, dizziness, feeling like they're dehydrated, or waking up feeling as though they've got a hangover even when they've not had anything at all to drink. My take on this is that it's most probably Ascension symptoms. Obviously I'm going to caveat that I'm not a doctor, etc, etc, but from a spiritual point of view it's more likely to be Ascension symptoms that you're experiencing. So why are people getting these Ascension symptoms at this time? Well, in the last couple of years we have been getting increasing amounts of light coming into the planet. So you know, there's been many different stars alignments that have led for us to have more light coming in. It's astrologically in the stars that we will. We're getting light from a lot of light sources as the world, the earth, moves into ascension. So why should we get these symptoms then? Well, what they are is our body has been in a carbon-based body while we're in a 3D world, so that's served us to live in a 3D world. Now we're moving into 5D. We need our body structure to change, so it's changing into a crystalline structure. So what do you mean by that then, Gillian? So what I mean is we need to have more light in our bodies. The more light we have, we're able to integrate into our bodies and fields, then the higher vibration we will be. So, you know, our bodies literally, as above so below, are changing structure into a more crystalline structure. So hence the symptoms. Also, a lot of people are getting symptoms because they're part of the awakening. I've had some other friends tell me that they've got pain at the back of the neck there. Well, my theory on this, as well as other people's, is that this could be your ultimate chakra unplugging from the Matrix. So I've never watched the film The Matrix, but apparently one of the characters has the plug to the Matrix is in the back of his neck. Well, I think that, you know, they like to tell us what they're doing, don't they, in plain sight. I think that this is people's neck aches and stuff is their ultimatum, that they are literally unplugging from the Matrix, so they're getting the signs here. I know that in spring of 2020 I started getting unexplained abdominal pain, and that was because the whole of the, you know, as a whole, as a collective, we were activating the navel chakra, so I was in tune with that. And you know, me personally, and I know a lot of sensitives are quite in tune with planetary changes. So, you know, if something big's going on in the heavens, you know, in the past I've had dizziness and symptoms like that, and I know some of my friends are getting that now. So the way to navigate these symptoms, so for example, you know, with the dizziness, it's about being in the here and now moment. So for example, grounding yourself, you know, doing the good old grounding exercises, imagining roots growing down into the earth, being in the here and now, looking at 5 things about your place and space that you'd never noticed before, so you're actually in the present moment, so you're not fast forwarding or in an anxiety state, or you're not rewinding in a depressing state, but you're actually here in the here and now moment. So that can be helpful. Obviously things like looking after yourself, self-care, rest if you need to. You know, this light is incredible what's coming in down at the moment. And another reason I think this is coming, it's a bit to prepare us for, you know, some people might be aware of this idea, this theory that we might be getting a solar flash. So a solar flash is when, not, you know, my understanding is that the light, the solar flash, this event, this celestial event almost, will be incredible amounts of light coming in. So, you know, like I know we don't see much sunshine these days, but when we used to see more sunshine, I used to go out sort of like at spring, at Easter time, make sure I get a bit of sun on my face, it starts on my body. And so if I just do it in small amounts at Easter when the light isn't that strong, if I go out daily every day, come August when in theory we get sunshine, I'll have built up my resistance to sun, i.e. I've got a suntan, so I'm not burning. If I, you know, many Brits go on holiday, they've got really white skin, they get out to a foreign country, they take the clothes off and they're burned because they've not been sensitized to the sunshine conditions. Well, I see that you know, potentially if this solar flash is going to happen, if we've got a gentle tan gradually, i.e. we're taking on this light bit by bit, day by day, when that event happens, or if it happens, we'll be better prepared than those that have got no idea about it. You know, they're not consciously anchoring in light. So sometimes people say to me, how do you consciously anchor in light? Well, what I do, and I'm sure I've shared this before on the videos, but I work in the 12th chakra system. So I'll start with the Earth Star chakra, which is at my feet, and I kind of put my attention to that and I'm mindful of it. And then I kind of scan my body up through the chakras, so it will go from the Earth Star to the base to the navel. Sorry, from the Earth Star to the base, to the sacral, to the navel, to the solar plexus, to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown, to the causal, to the soul star, and then the stellar gateway. So I consciously link to those 12 chakras, then I open up and ask for the light of the highest and best, the 7 suns, to come down through my chakras. Then I imagine it working down and anchoring into the ground, so I can, you know, there's that idea of imagining roots, anchoring it down into where you live. Or I quite often imagine it coming down into the ley lines or into the tree root systems. So I imagine all this light anchoring in onto the planet. So as you're doing that, you're bringing it into your bodies and systems as well, because you've opened your 12 chakras. Then I ask that this light is integrated and that that's carried on for as long as necessary, and I thank my guides for that, and then I would disengage with that. But that's a daily practice that you can do to bring in the light and anchor the light into the space and place that you're in and the space and place that you live. So they're practical things of how do I anchor light in, how do I prepare for this potential solar flash. You know, the more you can, if you like, get your suntan, i.e. you know, you're accustomed to the light. I don't mean literally the sunshine, by the way, I mean sort of like the spiritual light. But the more you can anchor that in, the more you can open yourself to it. I always ask as well for the amount of light that best serves me at this point in time. I know time moves, but you know, as a human being we experience it as a linear thing. So, you know, just ask for the amount that is suitable for you at this time. Don't ask for all the light, because that could literally fry you. So just ask, make sure you ask that the light comes into the level that suits you. All right, well, I hope that's been some practical advice. Cockerel Dick, he always likes to say hello when I'm doing these videos, so he's saying hello there. And yeah, try and get some sunshine. If you get a glimmer of it, it's so good for you. I know we're all told not to and all the rest of it, but that's the conditioning. They don't want us being healthy. So lots of love to you, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.